We shouldn't be doing this. I think it's illegal.
No, it's a hospital's computer. We have worked for the hospital and have plans to use this equipment. My husband says it's okay, and he should know.
Her husband worked as a computer network administrator at an insurance company in town.
I guess you're right. And the doc has been acting so weird lately.
The doc was Dr. Lehman, their boss at the Windsor Clinic. Susie was the clinic's office manager and didn't actually think they would find anything suspicious, but was curious anyway. Kathy was new to Omaha and to her job as the clinic nurse.
Omaha's a fairly big city. I suppose a doc could have a secret life out there.
No, when it comes to things like that, even Omaha is a small town. Everybody knows each other's business, especially in a doc's position. You have to be careful.
Ah, here's something.
What? What is it?
Surprised Susie breathlessly asked, almost blowing their cover. The only other person in the clinic at this hour was Sandra, a part-time nurse who assisted Kathy when their patient load was heavy and when monthly reports needed to be filled. Dr. Lehman had rounds that afternoon at the hospital across town.
Oh, it might not be anything, just an email message or two.
Who are they to? What do they say?
Do you know someone named Olivia?
No, who is that?
If I knew that, hey, look at this.
What?
It sounds like they're planning to meet with while Dolores is in Minnesota visiting her parents this weekend.
This sounds serious. I thought the doc and Doris had a good marriage.
At least that's the impression they give at church.
That's right. You go to the same church they do. How well do you know Doris?
Enough to know that this would devastate her. She built her life around her husband's career and those kids.
Should we tell her?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Just then, Sandra entered the office and asked no one in particular.
Hey, what's the schedule tomorrow? Do you need me to come in?
I don't know off the top of my head. Let me check.
What's on the screen? What are you two up to?
Kathy jumped into the conversation.
It's nothing, just some emails we came across.
Are you two snooping around? What's the deal?
Oh, we're just wasting a little time. Let's see. No, the schedule's pretty light tomorrow. I don't think we'll need you until Thursday. See you then.
After Sandra left, a confused Kathy looked at Susie and asked,
What's your problem? Why do you get defensive with her? You're acting like you're trying to hide something.
Kathy, I can't afford to lose this job. If Dr. Lehman ever found out, we'd both be out of here.
But Susie, you know how strange she's been acting. Our jobs might not be very secure as it is. Anyways, we don't work for Dr. Lehman. We work for the clinic.
But we're snooping into someone's private files. At the very least, that's not ethical. And I still think it's illegal, no matter what your husband says.
Susie, it was your idea to try to see what was going on in the first place. I just went along with it. You asked for my opinion, and I said my husband told me the company's network belongs to the company, not the individual employees. Anything you enter on the computer is open to review.
I'm washing my hands of this. It's your problem now. If anyone asks, I don't know anything.
After the church service on Sunday, Kathy sat down with Doris in the fellowship hall for coffee and donuts. Doris and Kathy had become fast friends because of their similar interests in mystery novels and quilt making. It was later that Kathy learned that her friend Doris was actually Dr. Lehman's wife.
Kathy, it's good to see you. I missed you while I was away visiting my folks in Minnesota. How's your family?
Never better. The kids love it here in Omaha. People are so friendly.
That's wonderful. I wish I could say the same.
What's wrong?
Oh, it's probably nothing, but Jack and I haven't been getting along lately. He's so distant. I just can't figure it out. I wonder if there might be, if he's seeing another woman. I guess I'm being silly. He couldn't be seeing someone else. I would hear something by now.
Oh, Doris.
Kathy and Doris went for a walk. Kathy couldn't bear to see her friend suffering like this. Not knowing, she told Doris about the email message.
Do you know who Olivia is?
No, I haven't a clue. Jack has been very secretive lately. He's been on edge with the kids and me. I guess I feel guilty. I guess he feels guilty. What do the others in the office say? Do they know?
Kathy paused. She recalled what Susie had said, how she was so concerned about staying out of this, but wasn't it Susie's idea to snoop in the first place? Kathy decided to protect her coworker.
No, just me. I'm the only one who saw the email. I guess people should be more careful not to leave these things like this on the computer. Anyways, that's not the point. We have to think about you right now.
Everything appeared pretty normal at the clinic for the next few days, but the air seemed heavy at times, as if everyone was under unusual tension. Kathy convinced herself it was her imagination. Nonetheless, her heart jumped a beat when she heard Susie say,
Kathy, Mr. Giles is visiting today. Is there anything you want to discuss with him?
Mr. Giles was the CEO of the healthcare organization that owned the hospital and the Windsor Clinic.
No, I don't think so. Everything is fine on my end. If he'd like to visit, let me know.
Well, I think he does. He'll be here in an hour.
Okay, I'll change my lunch plans.
Kathy wondered what was up. This was the first time Mr. Giles asked to meet with her specifically. She heard that Mr. Giles was very approachable and encouraged his employees to succeed. Maybe he wanted to discuss my recent review, she thought to herself. It was very positive.
Kathy, I hear you've been doing good work for us.
A cordial Mr. Giles asserted as he greeted her in the small conference room.
Thank you, Mr. Giles. I enjoy working here. I love Omaha. I just try to help out where I can.
Well, I'm sure they appreciate you too, but I hear that morale has not been what it once was here. You know, sometimes a new link in the chain can change things. We have certain ways of doing things here. With the size of the clinic and all, things must be very discreet. Patients must be made to feel comfortable, like they belong, like their personal lives and health conditions are kept private.
I certainly agree, Mr. Giles, but you have to be discreet in this profession regardless of where you work.
That may be true, Kathy, but here it directly impacts our livelihood. I understand that you were reading other employees' email and shared it without authorization, causing him some embarrassment. This is a very serious matter, Kathy. If it is true, what do you have to say? Justin Guy as Dr. Lehman and Mr. Giles. And narrator.
Mandy as Sandra and Doris.
Erica as Kathy.
Kim as Susie.
A
Fine line.
On me with Olivia.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
the email.